Okay, to get started with advertising on Facebook, the first thing that you need to know is that you have to have a Facebook page. Going to assume that most of you have one, but for those who don't have one, I'm going to quickly walk through that process to get you started. I have a number of pages already created that I'm going to use in later examples, but for now I'm going to walk you through setting up a page from scratch. So when you log into Facebook, you can start by going over to the left-hand column. I have pages here. If for whatever reason you don't see this here, make sure to select more, make sure you see all your options, and note that a page is different from a group. So click on pages, you'll see everything here that you might follow or like. Then I'm going to go up to the top and say create page. Now, most of you are probably going to be under business or brand, but some may be under community or public figures. This is going to be important if you are running a political campaign. Political campaigns have different rules and regulations about disclosing where you're registered or where your funding is coming from. Some of these are relatively new, stemming from the 2018 congressional hearings. So if you are managing a political campaign, make sure to set up the proper page under public figure, put in all of your proper information so that you don't run into any issues when running ads on Facebook or posting content. But today we're going to focus on business or brand because that will be the majority of people here. So let's get started. We're going to create a name for our page. This could be whatever your business is. It could be your fan club. So let's say, for example, I wanted to say Ben's Pizza. Now, I know that there are other Ben's Pizzas, so it's fine to put my page out here. It's not going to give me any error, even if there already is a page called Ben's Pizza. Mine's going to be unique. So don't worry about having to be completely unique if you have a local name or a generic name or a name that you are afraid may be already taken. Category is going to be important as well. So let's say I put in pizza place. It's going to ask me for an address, which would make sense because if you have a physical location, you want to put in your address. And you can say, don't show my address if you want that, but normally you would want to include as much information as you can so that when people get to your page, they can find you. But for this example, I don't have a physical location. So maybe this is Ben's Pizza fan club, and instead of a pizza place, I'm a website. Now with a website, you see that you don't have to put in a physical address. Website may be fine. This part is not as big a deal. The key thing here is that if you have a retail location, you want to select something that is going to be relevant to you and that you do put in your address, assuming that you want people to come to your physical location or at least know where you are. If it is online, there are other online options, but website or something more generic can be totally fine. So we'll click continue. Now it's going to ask us to upload some profile images. Now I'm going to skip these because I don't have them now, and that's okay. You might not have them when you start. There are two images that you're going to have, a profile picture and then this cover photo. But to get up and running, you can skip that and just move to get into your page. Now you can see we're here. We have a brand new page. We can invite our friends if we would like, and it gives you a couple welcome messages. You can say add a short description. Definitely recommend doing that. Ben's Pizza Fan Club is for fans of Ben's amazing pizza. Don't have a phone number. Save and continue. Has a website. Obviously, you would want to put in your website here because you said you have a website, but we'll skip that for now. You're going to get prompted to put a lot more information in here, and I recommend you put in as much as you can. We'll say skip for now, but see under here you have all these different options. You can upload an about section, which would be great. This will give you more information. You can create a blog post. You can enter any information that you might need about contact information, where you are. You can upload photos, which is great. You definitely want to create albums in here. Everything in here is searchable. So let's just say, for example, I want to add a photo. It's going to prompt me to say create a new album. Now here is something like a generic success photo. So we could upload that, But you see under here, now we have album name and description. If you fill these out, everything here is going to be searchable. So if you're familiar with the term SEO or search engine optimization, you'll know that you want to have the proper content in your description so that people can find your content. So success at Ben's Pizza Place. Now, this isn't the greatest copy, but the idea here is that you want to put in as much information as you can and take advantage of all of these different opportunities. You can also include descriptions under each photo. So you really have a plethora of options here. Of course, I would recommend that you go and upload a proper photo. So it'll give you the option to choose from photos you have, upload a photo, take one. So a lot of different opportunities here. Same thing for cover. Obviously, they are different sizes. So this size for the cover photo is fairly unique. So let's just say I want to upload a photo that I happen to know is not going to fit perfectly. Here's one of New York City. And see what happens. It's going to give me the option to drag to reposition. So I can move this up and down. So knowing that, you may be able to upload a photo that isn't properly cropped and know that you can manage it here. I can press save, and now I've got my cover photo, and when I'm ready, I can maybe upload a picture of a pizza here. So now that you have a page created, you can go through and spend as much time as you would like customizing it, entering more content, but this is your first step that you need to move forward with actually creating any ads.